Hello friends, this is CA Shagun Agarwal. Our topic is economics. So first we talk about introduction of economics. What is economics? Economics is the study of how a man transforms his limited resources to satisfy his unlimited wants. Therefore, an economic exists because of two main reasons. Firstly, unlimited wants, and secondly, limited resources, or we can say scarce resources. Next is definition and scope of economics. There are four major concepts for the economics. The first one is the wealth concept, the next one is welfare concept, the third is choice making concept, and the fourth is growth concept. So first we talk about wealth concept, which is given by Adam Smith. He is also known as father of economics. Adam Smith has main focus on wealth. He said that economics is the study of how a economy acquires, accumulates and expends wealth. More the wealth a economy generates, better will be its growth. The major criticism of this concept was ignorance of welfare. Here, the social welfare was ignored. Therefore, the next concept which came into being is welfare concept, which is given by Alfred Marshall. Here, the focus was shifted from wealth to welfare. Alfred Marshall said that economy is the study of mankind. But again, as we know, the welfare term is vague. Therefore, the major criticism of this definition was that the term welfare is not clear. The next concept was choice making concept, which is given by Robinson. He said that economy has scarce resources and those scarce resources have alternative uses. An individual has to make choices to satisfy his unlimited wants. Here, the economic growth and development was ignored. Therefore, the next concept which came into being is growth concept, which is given by Paul Samuelson. This concept is more popular and prevalent as it considered growth and development of the economy. He said that economics is the study of how in a civilized society one gets his product of share and what should be the total product of a country. The next one is micro and macroeconomics. The first is microeconomics. जैसे हमें पता है माइक्रो का मतलब होता है स्मॉल. Therefore, microeconomics deals with the study of particular unit rather than whole units. For example, price of a commodity, income of an individual. Here we deal at individual level. The next one is macroeconomics. The term macro means large. Therefore, here we study overall economics as a whole rather than in individual parts. अगर हम इसको simplest terms में define करें, for example, if we have a forest, so if we make study of a tree, so that will be under microeconomics, and if we study whole forest, then that will be macroeconomics. So they both are complementary to each other. The next one is nature of economics. The first one is economics is a science. Economics is a science because it is a systematized body of knowledge, and secondly, there is a cause and effect relationship. We can define cause and effect relationship via example. For example, law of demand, law of supply. Like for say, law of demand says that as the price increases, the demand for the commodity decreases. The next is economics is our art. What is art? Art is nothing but practice of knowledge. Economics is the study of human behavior which is highly unpredictable. Economics is a positive science. Economics is a pure science as it does not pass any value judgments. It is based on cause and effect relationship. Economics is a normative science as it is prescriptive in nature and it talks about welfare prepositions. For example, what should be the national income of a country? What should be the total product of a country? The next is methods of study. There are two major methods. The first one is deductive method and the second one is inductive method. In case of deductive method, the logic move from general to particular. It is based on abstract reasoning and not on actual facts. What we do, what are the steps? First of all, we define a problem and then we develop hypothesis for the problem. After that, we test that hypothesis. This method is less expensive and less time consuming as it is not based on actual facts. We need not go for any collection or analysis of data. The next is inductive method. Here the logic moves from particular to general. This method is more time consuming and more expensive, but this method is more prevalent as it is more exact and precise. This method we generally use in macroeconomics. So what all topics we have covered over here? The first one was introduction of economics, that what is economics. There are two main concepts, that limited resources and unlimited wants. The second is definition and scope of economics. Here we studied four major concepts. The first one was wealth concept, then welfare concept, then choice making concept, and last one was growth concept. Then we studied micro and macroeconomics. Micro means small and macro means large. In micro we study particular unit and in macro we study overall economics. The next was nature of economics, that it is a science. Economics is an art. It is a positive science and it is a normative science. The last one was methods of study. In that we studied two methods. First one was deductive method and the second one was inductive method. In case of deductive, we move from general to particular, and in case of inductive, we move from particular to general. Thank you.